But anyway, Zimbabweans are just full of excuses. They will give you a whole tank full of excuses as to why they can't go back to Zimbabwe and make things better in their country.
I can't. Write me a transfer. Let me go to the doctor. Please. Shout as much as you want. Let everyone hear you. I want her to take a peek. Yeah, I want her to sue me.
It's the entitlement for me. Like, she feels so entitled, and yet I'm sure she can't do the same thing in Zimbabwe. Because in Zimbabwe, the healthcare is actually collapsing. Not actually collapsing, it has collapsed. And RUTENDO here will come and show you like everything is okay in Zimbabwe. He's not a politician. He can't, meddle in matters to do with politics. Maybe he's just a ZANU-PF supporter who is not willing to speak against Mnangagwa's tyrannical regime. Even if
That against is giving Zimbabwe, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
wants to rule forever.
So she's Zimbabwean.
RUTENDO is saying all the citizens will decide. And yet, these are the very citizens who don't even want to be associated with anything Zimbabwe. So it's the entitlement that these Zimbabweans have in South Africa.
And she's so calm,
they
bro.
feel like South Africa should be responsible of their failed state.
She's telling the truth.
They're feeling like South Africa should just babysit them. South Africa should intervene in their political matters. South Africa should just do everything for them. As they sit relaxed. Like this patient here who was feeling very much entitled in a South African healthcare facility. You are already overburdening South Africa. You are already depleting their resources, which should cater for South Africans. But you want South Africa to accommodate the whole of Zimbabwe. It's another scenario or situation when you have just a minority of Zimbabweans relocating to South Africa. And it's a whole different story when you have like 3/4 of the total population of Zimbabwe, everybody moving to South Africa. Let's listen to what Robert Mugabe had said several years ago
she's going
about
to Robert.
this issue.
Oh.
South Africa is the heaven. Our heaven in Southern Africa.
Facts.
Yes, it's more highly developed, true. But go there and you'll see that the Africans in the country are still very low.
But it doesn't mean that black people are not able to equip themselves to get out of the poverty that they're in. Over time, a lot of black people move from poverty to middle class. Some become rich. So poverty is not a stagnant issue. It's not in one place. So partially he's true, and majority of his statement is just bogus, because he's just telling you in one frame.
More advanced lives. In Soweto, the lives of the people are very elementary. And then there are people from out here who think there is heaven in South Africa and decide to go to South Africa. They make the situation of the Africans there worse.
Facts.
So they know very well that it is the current situation in South Africa, but they're not willing to make things right in Zimbabwe. What they just want to be is South Africans. They are ashamed of Zimbabwe, but there is nothing to be ashamed of. If the situation is that bad, you can change the situation for the better. But how will you change it when you don't want to be, participate in the matters of your nation?
Facts.
All you want is South Africa. You have your land. You have everything in Zimbabwe. The only thing that you need is proper leadership.
It's white
I
people.
know you'll come here and tell me, oh,
They need them some
Zimbabwe,
white people in there.
it's run by the army. I just want to ask you one simple question. Can the Zimbabwean army emulate something nice from the Burkina Faso army? Can you put your citizens first? But anyway, Zimbabweans are just full of excuses. They will give you a whole tank full of excuses as to why they can't go back to Zimbabwe and make things better in their country. They'll give you excuses how the army is in control. The only thing they'll tell you is, we can only stay in South Africa. We are very much comfortable here.
And Zimbabweans tell us they have the land. They say, we have the land over there, but you have the land, but you are poor, bro.
Don't want anything to do with Zimbabwe. Even when they're told to go and vote, they don't want to. Anyway, the thing is, if we actually depend on people like RUTENDO, people who reason like RUTENDO, to bring change in Zimbabwe, that will never happen. It will never happen for sure, because these are people who are praising the ZANU-PF. They are not willing to say anything negative about ZANU-PF, even if ZANU-PF is effing them up. I listen a lot to Citizen Concerned, and she's doing an amazing job. So
We
the
love
only thing
Katli.
RUTENDO can actually see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love Katli Mwaki over here, Citizen Concerned. Please support her channel. She's growing. She's one of the fastest growing conservative voices in South Africa. She's doing an amazing job talking about, how we should restore our moral values, why we should go back to Christian values in our societies, why we should embrace capitalism and the free market, and things like that. Law and order. We love Katli.
What Citizen Concerned is doing is just to criticize her. He can't actually read in between the lines and see how terrible the situation is in Zimbabwe. He will blame everybody in South Africa for the current political situation in
RUTENDO is one of the
Zimbabwe,
worst
and
now.
not the current Zimbabwean government.
Mm.
Let Mnangagwa extend his term until he dies, because that is what you Zimbabweans want. As long as you are comfortable in South Africa, as long as you are comfortable being slaves
Oh my
wherever you
God.
are, we will support you to be slaves forever, because you have totally failed to bring change in your country. So keep on being slaves. And if you want to attack me in the comment section down below, it's open. You can type whatever you want.
Thanks,
But I
bro.
promise you,
Bro, I like it though.
I will not give you any publicity, engaging with you in the comment section, and I'm too busy for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one.
What's her name? Already subscribed. What's her name? Lillian Chacha, bro. Amazing content. Keep it coming, Lillian. Don't give them breathing space. Tell them, bro, to fix their own country. We are accepting of Zimbabweans who want to come here and work with us, respect us, respect our laws. But all they do is to tell us you're lazy. South Africa must be like Zimbabwe. You must repossess the land without compensation. Ramaphosa just passed the expropriation bill just yesterday. Horrendous. We live in a horror movie currently in South Africa. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, open the notifications so that you're notified every time we upload. We are out of here, boy.